Yo. Not you guys. Wow. They were so they're like, huh? Unconditional, meaningful, non-superficial belonging. Raijin does not offer that. Telepathy Club did not offer that. But now, he finally found his belonging. Meaningfully so, without agenda, without profit, without exploitation. That's beautiful. Hello friends, my name is Benoit Kim, a licensed psychotherapist and your favorite yapper. Welcome back. I absolutely loved over-the-top animation with non-stop comedic gold without sacrificing the important psychological and emotional undertone throughout last week. And we're back. I'm very excited for today. Athathan Nation Zero, Helix Seed, and Jin Shimaru are the founding sponsors here. Thank you so much. And also shout out to every single YouTube family and patron folks out there. Sit back and I hope you enjoy. So he's a second year of middle school. Okay. Since the age and his grade was not revealed last week, we just knew he was like a student. I thought he was high school, but he's even younger. And what a stark contrast. He just looks like such a ordinary middle schooler, except the duality of his identity is one of the most powerful people that we know of, on par with One Punch Man's level of destructions and power based on last episode. Man, what a fascinating setup. Adolescence. True. Very sensitive. True. Yo, crazy. Freaking exploitation. Child labor. Man. Terrible one-click curse? Like malware and viruses? What? What is our Mr. Froster mentor Raijin is spouting this time? All right. So as you guys know, some of you know that I speak fluent Mandarin, and obviously kanji, Japanese kanji and Chinese Mandarin have overlapping characters and meaning. So even just from the title, I could tell and decipher that this is about adolescence, because the first line is about adolescence and the second is something about brain waves and brain frequency. Yeah. So I'm guessing this is about adolescence, probably love, maybe Mob and the girl he has a crush on. What? Even curses are being digitized? Huh? What? Yo. This is one of Raijin's special moves. So far, we've seen Salt Splash with unholy regular store-bought salt, which did not work. And his second specialty moves, Salt Punch, literally grabbing a handful of salt and punching. That also didn't work against the Butchin Goblin bike gang leader last episode. And here, Sorcery Crush, aka chiropractor, aka giving massages. Wow, I love this. What a absolute troll and a fraud, but what a troll. Yeah, of course this feels good. And this is not the one-click curse. This is just tension. Because our body keeps a score. Amazing book right here. Our body keeps a score. And our body is the perfect accountant of all the stresses. Psychological stress, emotional stress, and of course, physical stress. Our body is the perfect accountant. And even when we're unaware of certain stresses because of repression, suppression, our body keeps a score. Fun fact, when we are put under, right, by a anesthesiologist, when we're going through a procedure prep and putting to sleep, right, anesthesiologists can actually gather the amount of trauma, physical trauma, the impact of sports, actually even the substance uses, the addictions, all through the scan. Because again, that is a proof that our body keeps a score. The mind-body paradigm. Gosh. Dude. Wow. He's glowing. Yo. Again, another contrast. Mob is very honest, maybe overly so, and his fraud mentor is dishonest. He's like, Baka, don't call it massage fee, call it spirit cleansing fee. Again, a lot of distortions, a lot of hijacking of reality and packaging that as whatever he wants it to be, which is the scammy part of Regin. But again, like I also talked about towards the end of last episode, Regin is a fascinating character setup. I'm not sure if I've met any character in an anime like Regin with this ambiguous, ambivalent attachment style. He's not all good, but he's also not all bad because life is not black and white. He does provide emotional safety. He does provide some important attachments and caregiving for Mob. He does look after him. Mob does feel a sense of belonging with Regin, despite the child exploitation aspect. But then there's also a whole slew of unhealthy, very ethically questionable, amoral things that Regin does. Does that make sense? He's the embodiment of both. So in that sense, I guess Regin could be the embodiment of humans, that we are all multifaceted. We are all complex, infinitely so. And we cannot be judged or labeled by our worst attribute because we have many. Very fascinating. Cool setup. That's the only one out of the 3 specialty moves that's been revealed that actually works. The massages. Yo. Oh my gosh. Gosh, dude.
師匠、僕思ったことがあるんですけど。珍しいじゃねえか。お前から語るなんて。ほら、僕まで死になったじゃないですか。あの時は誰にも相談できなくて不安だったんで感謝してます。
At the time, I didn't have anyone else to talk to, so I'm grateful. That's what I mean. Regin does provide a place of belonging and a place of attachment and emotional safety for a mob, which is important.
いろいろ教えてくれるし、お金もくれるし。
Because you teach me very things, I don't know about that. But yes, he does pay you with this exploitation fee of 300 yen per hour, which is crazy.
本当にこれでいいのかな。
Oof.
時給が安すぎるか。それとも俺の正体に気づいた。どういう意味だ。なんていうのかな。
It's none of what Regin was worried about. Again, we call that projection. Regin was projecting his own fear and insecurity of being revealed, being exposed, because he's a fraud and he does exploit Mob financially. That's what he was worrying about, and ergo, he projected that onto Mob. But in reality, none of that was happening. Mob was simply exploring the adolescence, the very precious, fleeting time of youth. We also call that identity formation, definition right here. Identity formation is a stage of development by Erik Erikson, right here. One of the most well-known developmental psychologists. And identity formation is just that. It usually happens from the age of 12 to age 18. That's the identity formation stage within the stage of development, where we are exploring our sense of self, our self-esteem, peer relationships, romance, opposite sex, etc., etc. That's what Mob is asking. He is exploring and thinking further about his own identity formation stage. And he's saying that the opportunity cost of me slaving away, working for part-time is a waste. And of course, the answer is yes, but we'll see how this goes. Hitchhike.
ないんですけど。いいか、モブ。別に。
In my expert opinion, the going home club is the best. Oh my gosh, Ragin. Can you be worse of a mentor than this? Wow. Mob literally said, hey, is this okay? I feel like I'm wasting my youth. It's never coming back. And what does Ragin say? No need to rush things, Mob-kun. That's literally what he's saying. He needs to be more intentional. You're like, don't rush. Going home club is the best.
だらだらしながら俺んとこで金を稼げ。
Bruh.
ちょっと待ってくれよ、竹中。この部にいるだけで変人扱いされるんだよ。待ってって。いや、もう無理だって。
Oh, telepathy club. I see. So that was the second line of kanji in the title. So the first one was about adolescence and youth. The second was telepathy club based on the kanji. So I guess this is a important plot.
やばいっすね。部が成立するのは5人からだ。
Oh no.
どうします？
They're at the risk of being disbanded. Oh. No. No.
荷物をまとめてもらおうか。ちょうど新しく作られる部から物質の要請があって。
No, already? Yeah, slow down. They're so scared. Okay, some extension.
今日までって
What day is today?
2日しかねえ。
Oh no, 2 days.
もうだ。
Also, why is there so many butt-chin goblins in the show? I'm sorry. I keep spotting them. And of course, having butt-chin is actually a compliment. It's a genetic feature and makes you look more like a man's man, right? I think butt-chins look great and a lot of Westerners have it. It's just the way the show portrays it. It's just so funny. My apologies.
私から勧誘すれば一匹くらいは引っかかるわよ。
いや、無理。
Wow. That confidence, that conviction.
何もやってません。
We haven't done a single thing. Oh gosh, this reminds me of my favorite definition of confidence. Confidence is when we look back at the archives and the database of our lives, we have undeniable amount of proof that we have endured and overcome difficult things in the past. Again, having confidence means when we look back and evaluate ourselves, we have tangible proof that we have endured and overcome many difficult things until this point. What that means is we do not know what future lies ahead or what lies ahead in the future. We do not know that what future may bring because we cannot predict the future unless you guys have secret superpower like our Mob-kun, secret ESP. Otherwise, we don't know what we don't know. But what we do know is we have the confidence that even if we fall, we can get back up and we will get back up. That's confidence. Here, it's the opposite of that. When they look back at the archives and the database of their lives, they haven't done a single thing. No wonder they have no confidence. Unexpected.
脳幹電波部ごめん、意味わかんない。気持ち悪いから無理。
No. Jeez. They have none of that.
周りの目が気になるし危なそうだし
気持ち悪い。
No. Wait, why do they call they've all become goblins after countless rejections. Why are people so allergic to Telepathy Club? I thought telepathy and superpower were known in this world setting. I'm just curious. Oh, it hurts. Oh, they showed a toilet paper. They showed a roll of toilet paper in the last scene because they were so desperate. They probably went to the bathroom to solicit. They've really hit their all-time low. They're in a low spot. R.I.P. That's rough. Oh no. Oh. Huh?
部長
Wait, what?
連れてきました。部活にも委員会にも入っておらず、彼女も友達もいなさそうね。
紹介するわ、影山くん。肘林にされたよ。
よろしく。どうも。
The president is pulling out all the stops, trying to be charming, you know, but I don't know if there's a lot of stops there. You know what I'm saying? Ah, gosh, I'm sorry. This show is making me savage.
それも何かの縁よ。そういうことだから。脳幹電波部に入って。
今日は無理です。
The president's again trying to be charming and all attractive and stuff, and Mob literally said, "Hey, that's the name of my grandma." Yo, truth hurts. Yo, that's insulting
この
too.
後除霊の仕事に行かなきゃならないんだ。
除霊って何よ。
おう、どうしたモブ。
That's interesting. I think that Telepathy Club represents and symbolizes utility. I think this is another space that's trying to offer superficial belonging, similar to what Raijin offers Mob. As I said it, Raijin does represent sense of belonging, but I think it's superficial. It's conditional. It has strings attached. It's not unconditional acceptance because it's predicated on Mob's psychic power and him making Raijin profit. Similarly, Telepathy Club also symbolizes that superficial, utility-based belonging. Come join us. Don't be weird. Just come join us. Why do they want him? So that their band is not abolished or disbanded. They don't really care about Mob. They're not offering true, genuine, unconditional acceptance. That's what that represents.
あ、師匠。今日遅れてもいいですか？部活の会議。てから入部届を出さなきゃいけないんですよ。
え、お前、俺が困るからすぐ来いって言ったら入部しないの？
ええ、まあ約束は先にした方が。
Respect?
じゃあすぐ来いよ。帰宅部の下校の速さを見せつけてやれ。
すぐ来いとのことなので、僕。
どうしても影山くんが今入
Poor Mob. Also, the underlying tone here is that Mob does not have a solid sense of self. His identity formation, because he's going through the stage of development as we speak, his sense of self, his self-esteem, his self-confidence is still quite low. That's why he's unable to make a decision based on how he feels authentically. That's why he's calling Raijin, seeking for advice. He's just kind of going with the flow. We go with the flow when the root of our foundation is not solid, not solidified. That's what it represents. And again, my heart pains for Mob because underneath all this great comedy, underneath that is a little boy who's scared, who's searching for that true unconditional sense of belonging, that true unconditional acceptance. Not for the sake of his utility, not for the sake of his usefulness, but just for who he is. I hope he finds that true, meaningful sense of belonging soon.
部してくれないと困るんです。
女子か。モブを利用する気だな。
She must be trying to use Mob just like you Raijin, speak for yourself,
モブ
Mr.
はスポー
Projection.
ツとかする柄じゃねえだろ。無理強いは良くないぞ。
私たちは運動部じゃありません。脳幹
Oh, bingo. Called it. Called out. Pulling all the stops.
絆、思い出、友情。そういうもんは
That's kind of true. Wow. Again, Raijin, because he's a Froster, low-key con artist, he could spit bars. He could drop some wisdom randomly. And it's true. True, genuine belonging, true sense of belonging does not disappear, does not dissipate just because of a lack of a physical space like this club room. So Raijin is right. But of course, he's also full of full of BS, because he is also exploiting, and he only values and makes mob feels belongs because of the utility.
こいつらが手放したくないのは物質と物質。そして活動内容から容易に想像できるグダ
Jeez, that's harsh. I mean,
わかりました。そういうわけなんで
so harsh.
やっぱり
Oh,
帰ります。待ってくれ。俺の意見も聞いてくれ。部長。
true. That's youth, adolescence. Aww. Just got so depressing and gloomy.
最後の望みはもうあなたしかいない影山くん
Last hope.
きっちりこと
Nice. Very good.
やりたくないことはきっちり断らねえと。
今一番
You need to turn down things I don't want to do. Yeah, mob. Turn down Raijin, you freaking Froster mentor. Mike, speak for yourself again, Raijin. So just non-stop projection. You see what I'm saying?
この格好なんですけど。
What? Hold up. What is happening?
私立のお
What?
嬢様校
What?
はい。
お前だお前とぼけんな
ここの生徒ですけど。
こちら正門前不審者が現れ
Yo, at least shave your legs. I mean, of course not that girls can't not shave their legs, but obviously with Raijin, like, can you put at least a little bit more effort than just cross-dressing and being undercover? Like, if you care about your job, if you're gonna exploit mob, at least do it well. My goodness, dude.
ちょっとひどくない？
この変態野郎が
はい
Yo.
無理があった。でもすぐに破られてよ。
Yo.
さあ早く変態から離れて
Huh?
不審者は我々が対応するから
Mob worked? Huh? Yo, you see that? Remember, a reminder from last episode, that barometer, the percentage of mob before his psychic explosion. Again, the more emotions, the more thoughts, the more authentic self he does not display, he does not express, gets depressed. And that leads to the psychic power barometer going off. Obviously, he's shooketh. And he has a lot to say. A lot of things are going through his mind, thoughts and feelings. But he's not expressing that because he does not know how to. That's why the barometer is going up. 35%, y'all. We're a third wave before the explosion.
これもしバレたら。って言ってたけど
This is so funny. What an unexpected show. I love this. This is amazing.
こんにちは。相談所から来ました。依頼された人ですか。
ああ、なんだてめえ。
Huh? Those girls thought they were going to get lectured because they're projecting their own fear and their own dissonance and their own awareness that they're skipping classes, they're being thugs. I think that's the word they used. Get it? They're projecting their own feelings onto other people. It's the same thing that Regin did. That's the psychological projection.
もしもーしいきなりヤンキーに絡まれるとかウケるね私たちが依頼人よ
Oh, they're the clients. Okay.
って人は来ないの
正門で捕まりました
Yeah.
女装
I'm guessing it's an all-girls school.
ですか
生徒の私物が不自然になくなったり変な音が聞こえたり
Oh,
ポルターガイ
haunting.
スト現象ってやつ
A
物
poltergeist?
が空中
Hmm.
浮遊してたんだって
裏打っちゃ
A bra? Is this a pervert spirit? Is this a hentai spirit?
だから絶対霊的な何かの仕業だと思ってそれで近場の一番安い男のくせに女子高生相手にあんなにおどおどしちゃって随分とし
Oof.
かよ日に
Sarcasm.
ねえから君に頼んで本当に大丈夫
Mob struggle with social interactions. His social anxiety is showing up here, just like when he was called out in the math class last episode, right? And so this is some of his struggle socially.
さよな
Oh no.
何どうしたの
No. His sense of soul has been destroyed. His self-esteem.
いいだけ
It's a really, really fancy
何
school.
か気配感じる
うっすらとは
本当かなこの子
He is serious.
いる近いです
え本当に
Oh.
出口からは誰も出てこなかったよね
例の後を追います
I like how even with the music, it's trying to intensify the atmosphere, trying to make it more thrilling, more suspenseful, more ominous. But the show is just so funny and comedic as a baseline. The background music is not helping. I don't feel the suspense at all. I just want to laugh.
こう何もなし信じて大丈夫なのね
Yes, trust. Come on.
まだ見つからないの
It's elusive. Oh, here we go.
こって
Okay.
中はバスケ部の練習中だよ
終わらせます
That was so easy, dude. Mob is so powerful. It's unbelievable. Oh, nice. Oh, there's the spirit.
お化け
It's huge. A goal. Like a Frankenstein? Yo, too easy. He just blew up his arm. Yo! So cool this. Yo! Yo! Annihilation again. What is this, Fruit Ninja? Oh my goodness, chopped them up like vegetables.
終わり
Wow,
ました
too easy. Want to go home together today? What class are you in? Obviously, you're talking to the disguised version, so everyone thinks it's a her, right?
じゃんよかったねありがとう意外と頼りになるね
Yeah, let's go. Great affirmations. Oh,
見たとこお前も僕と同じだろ
hmm.
同じ
女の脇役なんだ
Oh, that's rough.
僕が死んでからそれももう
Oh, poor goal spirit.
ああお前日々を満喫してるか
Wow, that's deep. Yo, the spirit dropped some bars. Are you living to the fullest while you're alive? And it sounds like that goal also struggled with social anxiety, social interaction. So low key, it was a hentai spirit because he's like, hey, you smell nice. I choose you, like choosing a Pokemon. And obviously, it was stuck because of its broken attachments, broken sense of self. The ghost or the spirit never went through the full identity formation stage of development that our dear boy Mob is currently going through. It sounds like he died and he was trapped in that process. You see that even the spirits represents the journey, the adolescence, the youth, the growing up, the trying, taking a risk, getting rejected, feeling sad, and trying again. That's the process. This is the iterations and sequence of life. And that's what Mob is trying to go through. And even the symbolism of that ghost represents that. Beautiful. Mob is contemplating. He's thinking about what the spirit said. Are you living your life to the
ぼーっ
fullest?
として悩み事いや大丈夫だよ
Talk to your big bro. Come on, Mob. You don't want your 35 to go to like 37%?
モブ来てくれたんだな
私たち信じてたわ影山くん
Nah, he's gonna say no.
と早かったじゃないの副会長
物質案内をしなければならなかったんでね彼が
Yo.
頭部の物質として利用
Wow.
ちょっと待ちなさいよ脳電部は入
Body Improvements Club. Bodybuilding, like a physique, physical fitness. Okay.
ならないわもう影山くんがこれから入部するのよ
Are you insane? Oh. Oh, great questions.
日々を満喫しようと
コーラと駄菓子とゲームでグダグダな放課後を貪れば君は日々を満喫できるのだ君が自分の意思で 本当にやりたいことは何だ、
やりたいことやりたいことって
That's a great technique. We call that Socratic questioning. That phrase right here. Socratic questioning is a psychotherapeutic technique, obviously attributable to Socrates, the master and the philosopher of why. Why? Why? Being Socratic. Keep asking, probing, going deeper. That's what the vice president is doing. And ironically, the only person so far in the episode that showed genuine interest, genuine consideration, and genuine care. Not for the sake of utility. What can Mob do for me? Not for the sake of Mob's usefulness, but rather in actual, genuine way, thinking on behalf of Mob, being considerate for his interest. What do you have to gain? If you join it without self-will and self-interest, how is that helping with your goal to living your day to the fullest? What do you really want to do? That's what the vice president is asking. And the vice president in this moment embodies and represents the echoing and the springboard version of what the spirit said. Are you living your life to the fullest when you're alive? And the vice president is a manifestation and reinforcements of that, this important reminder. And now Mob is thinking.
何みんなにはあるの何を楽しんでる部活とか
He's melting.
趣味とか勉強
the editing of him seemingly melting, and you see that he's seeing all of the people he knows in his life. His brother on the left, the girl he has a crush on, the presidents of the telepathy club, the other members, the vice president on the far right. Look at the screen, I'm pausing. He's going through a memory lane. He's going to a self-assessment. We call that self-inventory. Taking an inventory of our lives, taking an evaluation of yourself. Self-evaluation, self-assessment, inventory, whatever words you want to use. But to do that, we have to take a pause. We have to acknowledge what we have. We have to try to take a careful inventory of all of our ingredients, all of our experiences, our aspirations, our goals. Because to do that, or through this process, we get to discern the gap, the discrepancies between what we want to do, our aspirations, and what we're doing, the reality. The gap between the man, the woman, the person we strive to become, and the person that we are today. And this is not about self-labeling. This is not about self-judgments or self-criticism. It's rather taking a careful assessment of what's the path I want to take? Where do I want to end up? Not just with tangible societal goals, but personal growth, development, meaningful relationships. Asking that girl out or boy out that we've been thinking about. All of this. That's what Mob is doing right now. That's the symbolism. And he's melting because he's shaking up his sense of self. He's shaking up his worldview. And through this shakeup, a new version may emerge. And that's also part of the identity formation stage of development. Beautiful.
楽しそうだな。夢ならあった。
I have a dream.
つぼみちゃんに告白して手をつないで一緒に帰るんだ。
Aww. Frogs.
絶望もぐにゃぐにゃにできるよ。
That's cool.
ほら見て、つぼみちゃんにしか見せないよ。
Wait, what? Already? Also, can't Mob use his superpower to help propel him forward? Like a rocket launcher? Does that require like fluency and further practice of his superpower? But I feel like, right, he could float? Or does he not want to cheat? Maybe that's just his integrity. But again, obviously shout out to MLK, right? I have a dream. That's amazing. Civil rights and so many wonderful things. And I feel like even MLK himself, Martin Luther King Jr., will be proud of Mob's I have a dream by, again, trying out, experiencing youthful love, going for it. I'm proud of you, Mob.
部活に入ることで何かが変わるなら。
Not you guys.
肉体改造部の皆さん。
Wow.
俺ら
They were so they're like, huh? Aww. That is huge. So the Body Improvement Club, they don't know who Mob is. They didn't even know they're going to get a new member today. They just came to the club room to be shown by the vice president of the student council. What does that say? There is no strings attached. There is no expectations. And obviously, visibly, physically, Mob is weak, fragile, and tiny. Because every members of the Body Improvement Clubs are huge. They're yoked. They're beefy. What does that say? They're not accepting Mob because of his utility. What can he do for us? There's none of that. Because it's clear there's nothing Mob could do for the Body Improvement Club. Mob is weak, physically so. And they don't know about his psychic power. So there's no hidden agenda. In other words, this is what I was wishing and praying for Mob to experience in the beginning of the episode. And this is the first exposure, first taste for Mob to experience unconditional acceptance. Unconditional, meaningful, non-superficial belonging. Raijin does not offer that. Telepathy Club did not offer that. But now, he finally found his belonging. Meaningfully so, without agenda, without profit, without exploitation. That's beautiful. Wow. That's amazing. So to summarize all that, my main takeaway from the episode is this. Will our dear boy Mob-kun, will Mob find his own path? Will Mob choose his own destiny? Will Mob define his own self? Not based on what Raijin is saying, not based on Telepathy Club's coercing and peer pressuring with their right sadness and I guess sob stories, so to speak, but rather will Mob create his own path. And he did through the seed planting of that spirit and the echoing of what Vice President said through Socratic questioning. And finally, cementing all of that through Body Improvement Club's final ultimate acceptance, despite lack of Mob's utility. This episode for me is about utility versus identity. Who are we? Why are we loved? Is it because we are useful? Is it transactional? Or is it human to human, genuine relationship? And that's the unconditional aspect. Because all of us humans, we need 3 crucial ingredients to thrive, have a fulfilling, meaningful existence. We have to feel seen for who we are, our existence, not for the utility's sake, but to be seen, to be acknowledged that, hey, we are not perfect, that Mob might be physically weak on the surface, but there's more to him than his physicality. And 3, we have to be accepted, not for the sake of profit, not for the sake of usefulness, but to be accepted because we matter, we are worthy. And this episode beautifully demonstrated all of that underneath the comedy golds, over the top animation. I absolutely love this show. I'm very excited for next week. As always, thank you guys for tuning in. Right? I hope this was a meaningful yapping session for y'all. And remember, we are all worthy. We matter because we exist. Full stop. Hope to see you next week. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.